They are at the start of their journey, they think outside the box, and they often come up with bright ideas. Their projects are innovative, they are a new generation of business people, and their distinguishing features are creativity and enthusiasm. This is the world of startups, the program about IT developers and the industry of startups.
Hello and welcome to the World of Startups, a program about technologies and people who create them. I'm Serik Akishev. In the program, we talk about a lot of interesting and, most importantly, useful things. Watch on this edition. The TEDx inspires. Another success story at the international conference in Almaty. International companies are in search of Kazakhstani investors. What does the West have to offer the Kazakhstani business? Are Kazakhstani companies ready to become client-oriented? We discuss it with experts. The fourth TED conference has been recently held in Almaty. This year, the topic of the conference was a critical moment. The speakers' names were kept in secret until the last moment, making the anticipated event intriguing. Who became the jury's choice among the participants who survived critical moments in their lives and whose experiences inspire others? Watch our next report to find out. This year, the TED team received more than 600 applications for the participation in the conference. The capacity of the conference hall was only enough for a third of the participating audience. The announced theme, A Critical Moment, has determined the participants' choice of spending Sunday between taking part in the event and spending the Sunday relaxing in favor of the conference. On the stage, the speakers shared their personal stories of critical moments in their lives that inspired them to move forward. This happened to one of the speakers, Елена Rostokina, who was diagnosed with HIV positive.
И мы должны быть готовы к тому, что вокруг вас могут быть
We should be ready for HIV positive people around us. They may fear you, and you may fear them. They may hide their HIV status from you, like an ex-prison hides his experience of being in prison. In the same way as a drug addict fears to talk about his or her addiction. They fear you, and you fear them. I want this situation to change. I don't want my son to think that his mother is bad. I want him to understand that I have taken my critical moment keeping my head up.
Я пережила достойно. Спасибо.
One of the speakers is Aygul Sultanbekova, who made a quick and serious decision to give up her board membership at one of the Kazakhstani banks in favor of her dream to own her own theater.
Знаете, у импровизации есть еще второе название. Это прыжок.
Do you know that improvisation has a second name, a jump into the unknown? Believe me, actors learn to make such jumps all their lives, even the most experienced ones. It is always scary. You never know what might happen afterwards. It is always leaving your comfort zone. You enter uncharted waters.
Знаете, это всегда ты покидаешь привычный уклад жизни для тебя.
Another inspiring story was from illusionist Kamal Konkarayev. Having worked as an art teacher, he became an illusionist at 49. Kamal managed to prove that one can radically change their life at any age. When my wife's relatives saw the Euro competition, they felt sorry they hadn't let me try this trade earlier. That's why I think you can start a new profession at any age. It is never late to do it. I'm 60 now and won't be surprised to explore new abilities in myself.
Мне сейчас 60 лет, и я не удивлюсь, если у меня появятся еще дополнительные какие-то способности. Спасибо вам.
The organizers of the event say that the invited guests of the TEDx Almaty do not have the answers to how to survive a critical moment in life, but are willing to share their courage with the audience if they are indecisive to change their life. Any story that we have heard here is a bright example that may give you courage for changes in your life. The stories demonstrate another outlook on life. You may have been stuck in life not knowing what to do next, or you may have been tired of moving in the same direction for years and probably you may need change. And there are people who are not afraid of changes, and their message is, look, I could do it and you can do it too. International companies are in search of Kazakhstani investors. Speakers from such exotic countries for Kazakhstan as Liechtenstein and Grenada have gathered in Kazakhstan to share their experience of doing business in these countries. How have the Kazakhstani entrepreneurs benefited from the speakers? Find out in the market. The InvestPro exhibition and conference for investments gathered more than 300 delegates from more than 20 countries around the world. During 2 days, the speakers shared their experience in doing business in such countries as Sweden, Estonia, Luxembourg and Canada. The issues of investments both in Kazakhstan and outside the country always interest investors, says one of the speakers, Nuri Katz. Today, there is a world trend of globalization. We globalize shares and assets. Investments are also going global. And Kazakhstan is part of this global movement. Most of the guests are in Kazakhstan for the first time. They have all noticed the high level of economy and the beautiful natural places. Jan Dash arrived in Almaty having traveled 12,000 kilometers all the way from small state St. Kitts and Nevis, which has a population of just 50,000 people. The country positions itself as the financial center of the Caribbean region. The country wants to establish strong business relations with Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan has got a great potential as a country in terms of its economy. It's a very huge country. It's got oil. It's got a lot of land. It's got agriculture potential. I think it's a great opportunity for business, and obviously there's a need for offshore financial services products for Kazakh citizens.
The audience is mainly representatives of large Kazakhstani and international companies. The speakers highlight the importance of such events for starting entrepreneurs. There is a lot of useful and valuable information for business here. Startups are supported by experienced business people who give competent advice and provide with support at all levels, including support in taxation, accounting and law. The organizers invite everyone to participate in the Invest Pro conference next year. The good news for startups is that the registration for the event is free of charge. To do business successfully, it is not enough just to offer a good product or service. It is important for your company that your customer feels positive about your product. This belief is widespread in the West and is gradually introduced in Kazakhstan. Learn about how the client service is developing in Kazakhstan in the trends. With the development of the digital economy, the level of the client service has become the main tool on the way to success. Today, apart from the quality of the product, people rely on their emotions as well when they choose a certain brand. Western marketing specialists use this tendency and have created a new movement in marketing called customer experience management. Business consultant Artik Kuzmin relates this trend to the transition to a new level in relations and the improvements in the standards of living. Today, the whole world and people are entering the stage where the most important thing in consuming products is what the customer feels. So emotions are becoming more important than basic needs. Good examples of the customer experience management are giants such as Apple, McDonald's and Amazon.com. The social networks have also made their contribution to the development of customer experience as they simplify the interaction between brands and consumers. As for the application of the new approach in the Kazakhstani business, the pioneers are businesses that sell and repair cars. They are followed by mobile companies and retailers. Customers may not realize it, but companies, both large and small, understand customers having positive emotions may be to the company's good advantage. In order to develop the client service, Kazakhstani companies organize special trainings, master classes, and publish instructions. Also, new departments of the programs for the client loyalty are being created. Well, it is a good beginning, say specialists. What opinions do potential customers hold? It's high time for Kazakhstani companies to learn this kind of service. This is a time of tough competition. I think Kazakhstan is ready for that. We just need properly trained specialists so that they could provide services efficiently and well. Well, that's all we've got time for today. Leave your suggestions and comments on the social media on vk.com and Facebook. We're looking forward to your feedback. I'm Serik Akishev. See you next time on Kazakh TV.